first couple days of practice. Is there anything that really kind of stands out already with like Chase Young and how he's looked?
Oh, it's good to see Chase moving around the way he did. I mean, he's light years ahead of where he was last training camp. I think that's a big deal for us. But I think the thing that you can really point to really is just, remember last year we talked about how the defense was working on something different and how they were trying to get that
Right.
zone match down. It's different now. You see them, they're comfortable, they're confident in it. I know Jack and them looked at it, made a couple adjustments to it, and those players have just adapted it so quickly. I mean, they are so far ahead of where they were last season.
How, in what area with that are they further ahead?
Well,
with
I think the communication aspect and understanding how to use the different tools that come with the defenses that Jack and the defensive coaches have worked on and put together. You know, because these little tools that, you know, give them opportunities to read and check certain things, and they seem to really have a good feel for that.
No Brisse. What kind of led to that point, and how do you feel out there?
Just feeling good, you know. It was just that time to take it off and just to keep pushing forward.
Are you at the point where you feel totally normal? You feel like 2020, basically?
Yeah, I wouldn't say 2020. I feel myself. I feel where I'm at with my feet at, and I feel good.
Yesterday during practice, the new owners kind of pulled you in to take a picture. What was that like?
Oh, real exciting, man. Definitely excited about Mr. Harris, Magic, the whole group. So it's big things coming, and I'm definitely looking forward to it.
And I guess what's been your first impression of Josh Harrison specifically?
Oh, great guy. He came and hollered at the team yesterday. I found out he's from just around the corner. So he hollered at us, and it was just real cool just to hear from him.
Can you outline to us your off-season plan and what you were able to do? I saw you went back to Ohio State to work with Coach Johnson. How was that for you?
Yeah, man. Went back to the guru, Mr. Miyagi, what we call him. It was good to get it in. Glad to be back with RK, Big Z, and we've been putting in work and just working on the little things. So it's been great.
Year two, feel any different, way different for you than where you were at this point last year?
Obviously a little bit different now that I got that first year under my belt. It's good though. I'm really just enjoying the process, enjoying my blessings, coming out here to work every day.
Obviously a lot of attention on Sam and how he's developing. Just for you, watching him progress over the course of this calendar year, what's that been like, and what have you kind of seen out of him these first few days?
Yeah, he's working hard to put himself in a great position to succeed this year. And, we're just trying to make his job easier as receivers, getting open, catching the ball, and making plays. He's been working hard along with all the other guys. We've had a group of guys. We went down to Florida, spent some time together, which was pretty cool to get together with the guys and just spend time and just, gel a little bit as a group.
What was that experience like in Florida? What were you guys able to kind of accomplish, and what maybe happened that was a bit of a surprise?
Yeah, we were able to just get with each other, on the field and off the field, going to dinners, different things like that, and just getting that chemistry on the field, getting the feeling for routes, being that we're in a new offense, getting that timing down, so making sure we're on the same page as the quarterbacks and all the receivers and tight ends.
It's, the community feeling behind you, especially on the heels of the ownership change.
Obviously that kind of signifies, training camp is here and the season is pretty much here. It's good energy. Having them out there, obviously with the ownership change I wasn't here last year, but you can obviously see a rebirth of energy in the community and guys coming out. I know us as players and coaches, we were looking forward to this and being able to have, to start rebranding and putting our stamp on what this season and this team is going to look like this year. So, just look forward to it more and more in the coming days, but, just going out there and practicing well.
And you mentioned not being here last year. So in terms of learning the offense and things, you've been around. I know this is not your first rodeo with learning an offense, but how is it a night and day deal from where it was a couple of months ago at OTAs and minicamp to now?
Most definitely. Obviously doing OTAs and being around EB and the offensive staff, and honestly being around the team, even though it's new to a lot of guys on the offense, but being around each other and kind of growing up in this offense together. From where we were in OTAs, it's obviously night and day different, but it's so much more that we have to do. And I think we understand that, and going out there each and every day, and EB's challenging our coaches are challenging us to, to learn more and be able to do more, at moment's notice. And I think we're handling that well, but just got to continue to grow and get better at it.
Honestly, just like knowing the playbook better and just being able to move around a little more freely and not worry about messing up.
So, what are some little adjustments you've made? Because that even everybody always talks about the size. You see you sometimes using more around the side to use the length and recovery speed. What are some of the other little adjustments maybe you've made already to accommodate being at this level?
I would say just like my body, honestly. Give a big shout out to the nutritionists here. They've helped me understand my body more and just like know my strengths and weaknesses.
Hey, Emmanuel, what did you kind of do the last few weeks since mini camp to training camp? What did you kind of focus on, or
Say it again?
What have you been kind of up to, whether it's training or even relaxing since mini camp to now?
I've been training a lot. I had to go back home and see the family before I came back, of course, but I've been training a lot.
And you're getting to watch Sam Howell from a unique position on the field. How have you seen even just going up against him? What's that been like? What do you kind of see as sort of the challenge for you going up against him?
Sam is a great quarterback. Honestly, he knows how to place the ball. He knows how to control the offense and just make sure everybody knows what they're doing.
Hey, Emmanuel, just wondering what your, talks or discussions with Chase have been since you've gotten a chance to talk to him at all since camp started?
You said Chase?
Yeah.
Chase Young? Chase he's an excellent mentor. He's making sure I know what I'm doing and how I'm doing it and just make sure I'm doing okay.
How's he doing that?
He just always talking to me, just giving me advice. So.
Hey, Emmanuel, there's obviously a lot of elite receivers in this division. You get to go up against Terry, and there's other great guys in this roster as well. But when you line up one-on-one against Terry, whether it's kind of a zone situation where you're going to have to match him or you're in man, what is that like to face him versus what you faced at the college level or, when you're going against some of the guys that are not quite at Terry's level?
Well, Terry, he's one of the top receivers in the NFL. So he's just going out there, making me better each and every day, and making him better each and every day we compete.
What is it to you that makes him special?
Terry, he just knows and understands routes and like stems and things like that. He knows how to use his eyes well. So I would say he has a big catch radius and he's really good at what he do.